So I want to try and do something with my packaging. Oh, I've got a bump under there. So, and it's really expensive to get custom boxes, but I want my sorry, I've been changing the ink in the printer today. I've been sort of wanting to develop my packaging for my craft kits, and I've got these fantastic rollergraph rolls. I don't know if you've come across rollergraph. Stamping Up did rollergraph for a little while, and basically you put an ink in here and then you can just roll and roll and roll. So I was thinking, because I have florals in my design, I would go for something floral, and I think I do have these as well, but I don't, that goes on this. This is a Fiskars one. Everything's so dusty, but well, it could be quite good. We could give them a go anyway. So first off, let's have a look. I've got grey, Neptune blue, lime, what's this, plum, and I don't even know what colour this is, old olive. So old olive is definitely more my colour, I think. I've got a black. The only thing is I don't know whether any of these colours are going to be working, because I've not actually tried these for such a long time. So I thought I'd give it a go. So these come with a, oh, it does seem to be ink on it. They come with a little roller thing, but it doesn't make it airtight, so it's a good idea to keep it in a bag, which I've done with this, but obviously not done with these because I'm an idiot. I wonder if they... Oh, there is still quite a lot of ink in them though. How interesting. Okay. Right. So what happens is, you see this little blippy bit in here, it will, this pushes down on top of it, so there are little guidelines inside. God, it's so dusty. Like so, and you see it's sort of bouncy, so you want to have it down while you put the thing in. Have I got a brush or anything? No, I don't really want to wet wipe it. Then you slot that in there, like so. Then you remove this bit, and it says here press to release cartridge. So there we go, push it up, and then what will happen is as you roll, it'll ink up. So I wanted to try it on the inside, on this side, because I'm wanting to get some... Oh, that's rather lovely, isn't it, that one? Now, it would be really nice if I could do the whole box, but one, it's going to take a long time, and two, it's really hard when you come to the seams and things. So I thought what I might do is just do a section of it. So it seems to have dried already, that's good. So we've got white here, so I'm going to have to consider, I do have guides somewhere actually. I think maybe the best thing to do is going to be to do just a line of it, maybe. Let's try and get it in a straight line. So when it's closed, and just sit across the top. What do you think? Yeah, like I said, I am going to be getting some brown boxes, so I think what I might do is decorate on the dark, and I'm hoping to have a wrap that will go down the middle. So I think if I can do all the way down one edge using the guide, and then the wrap can go in the middle, I think that might work. Let's just have a little look and see what the other colours look like. in case they make a difference to the decision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that back, clip that over like that. Oh, come on, down you go. And then using this, I'm going to try and clean it. Oh, this has fallen off, that's not very helpful. Right. I used to get these from a company called Woodware. They still produce stamps, but unfortunately they don't produce all these wonderful other things that I used to get. Right, so I'm going to try the plum wine. I think personally, I'm not convinced that this is going to be the right colour for my branding, but we can give it a go. Oh, not in. There we go. So let's try. Oh, push it up. Yeah, that's a little bit red for me. Yeah, it's not purple enough. Okay. Oh, actually, let's just see what it's like on the other side, because it might be that it comes across more purple on this side. Oh, it's still a little bit too red. So I'm not going to go for that one. Come on, down, down, out the way. Ugh. I spend way too much time talking to things. Right, let's just clean this a minute. You can use a normal stamp cleaner to clean these, by the way, but you do need to be careful because there's glue gluing it into place. You obviously don't want to soak them or anything. That was quite a juicy ink actually, because you can see it's got caught in there. Right. Okay. Last one, let's just try this blue. Come on, down you go. Shall I try this design instead? Let me know what you think. Right. So, if you can see, it inks up as it goes around. So clever. I would say pretty much that this colour has gone, because it's not even coming up with a colour look. I expect what has happened is it has sunk. Yeah, so that is, I may as well just bin that one. Okay, what else we got? That's the old olive. Try this lime. I do have some designs that are, there is a little bit of lime in my, put that on top of that. Oh, I like that actually. And you could make it more universal. With this, there's a very definite line, but I think with this, you could probably get away with it. Decisions. It's not the easiest of decisions, but I think what I'm going to do is grab some more boxes and see what I can do. Okay, so this is a smaller one. I need to put a mat on really, because I do not want to mark my desk. So I'm thinking what I want to do is do it on each side. I will go see if I can find my guides. Okay, I can't find my guides anywhere, so I'm going to have to do this by eye. And there's obviously not much point in doing this bit along here. I wonder if I turn my ruler upside down, that might be enough. So if I line up points along there, okay, points along there again. Ooh. Right, so if I put, oh, come on. And then, if I make the box up, let's see what we get. So when it is closed, it'll be like that. Oh, I like that. And then I need to design a sleeve that's going to wrap all the way around with the kit on it. Right, well, I think I'll do that next then and see how we go. I need to decide what's going to go in this little kit first, because I haven't got any kits that are this. I will be back in a sec. Okay, so I have done the designing bit. I have printed. Let's see if it'll fit, shall we? So the fold is between those. I purposely didn't do any fixed lines because I figured that it would just keep moving. I think though that this is a little bit small, so I did measure it, but no, that's not too bad actually. So if I were to, I'm not going to do it with sellotape normally, I don't think, but I just wanted to see what it was going to look like. Oh, well, ideally I want it a little bit further along. So I then need to think about what paper or card I'm going to put it on. I want to do whatever is the most environmentally friendly and cost effective. So I mean, paper can be recycled, so that's good. God, I made a right mess of that, haven't I? Let's redo that. Okay. So this bit is actually meant to be there. This is all meant to be purple here. So I have definitely folded that wrong. I think this should be the other way around. But the main thing is that we want it to be longer. So I'm going to print another one and see how we go. Okay, so I have printed up some A3. I printed it on A3 because it was slightly too big. My problem is going to be cutting it now. I think I'm going to have to do it with the knife. So if I line that up, get out my long ruler. So it is definitely going to be a little bit too long now, but it's it'll be fine. So hopefully we've got everything in the right spot. So needs to be quite snug. Let's chop that off. Right, so I'm going to light in the middle. There we go. I think I actually folded that slightly wonky, but I don't know if it wouldn't look better on the... Oh, I'm going on a brown box, aren't I? So part of what I'm doing is a complete waste of time because I want it to go on a brown box. So let's try... I folded a brown box, I printed a brown box, but what it is I've done the white box inside out, so it hasn't folded as nicely as it ought to. So let's line it up in the middle. Oh, I think it's rather nice on the brown. And the question is which pattern, because I could do this pattern or this pattern on the brown, or I suppose I could alternate. And is it catchy enough? I think that's the thing that worries me, is are you going to look at that and go, that's a kit? I also think I need my logo on the front up here, because it just doesn't say that it's a Genesis kit, does it otherwise? I mean, it is still only a rough, so I mean, it's not too bad. But then the other problem I'm going to have is when I've got a much bigger box, so even an A5 box, or I've ordered some deep ones that are 7 by 5 inches, if these ones require A3 already, it's going to make the really big ones quite difficult. You know, not take up, it's going to take up too much, it's not going to be enough to cover them. Right, I'm going to have a little play. I'm going to add a logo, and then I think we'll give it a go and see how it goes. I certainly think they are better than that. I had some sticker ones that I've been using, and they just don't stand out enough for me. And I'm loving this pattern on the side, so I think that's really good. I would ideally have liked to have done my own pattern. I am not entirely sure how I would do that on here. I mean, I could obviously lino cut it, but this is quite thin. And then I did wonder about using, making something like this. But I think it's going to just be really, really tricky. Especially getting the holes in the right places. So I still need to have a think about that. So whatever I do, it's going to have to be quite fine. And I'd have to massacre one of these. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind doing this one, because this one really does limit the edges, you know, with the edges and that. Because they're blocks, it's a bit difficult. I think that might be a project for another day. But if I could do my own with my Genesis logo on, that would be really, really cool. Still, anyway, for now, I reckon this pattern on a brown box with this, but I need to move this flower up so that it can be folded a little bit further down, and I think that should be the other way around as well, and my logo there. So I will show you a picture with the finished result in just a minute.